Spidey here. As always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. Sit back and relax. We've got part 2 of the ComC video. Today, we're going to focus on Upper Deck ePack and how ComC and ePack work together and how best to utilize ePack and ComC together to enhance your Marvel card collect. And as a reminder, do not forget about the Spidey Hits 30 discount, which only lasts between now and December 30th, 2022 to get that 30% discount on all your select and elite submissions. So remember on your submission slips on each one near the barcode to write Spidey Hits 30 to utilize the discount. First, we need a quick reminder on what is Upper Deck ePack. I know it may sound like some type of NFT project, non-fungible token Marvel cards, but that's not it at all. While NFTs are fun, these are the actual physical trading cards for the most part. Anyways, back to what is Upper Deck ePack. Upper Deck is the current license holder for physical trading cards in the United States and maybe other places, but that's where I live and that's what I understand. There are other license holders such as Topps, who has the actual digital license for Marvel cards. And then you have your international brand of Marvel cards such as Panini. But Upper Deck is the license holder for the physical cards here in the US, and they have a way of getting cards to you, such as physical hobby boxes through your LCSs, comic book stores, and other trading card distributors. Also, you can get some very little retail boxes in places like Target, Walmart, Barnes & Nobles, places like that. But the majority of Marvel cards are actually delivered through their website called upperdeckepack.com. And Upper Deck ePack actually physically holds these trading cards. When you open up a pack or a box or even a case of Marvel cards on Upper Deck ePack's website, you will actually see physical cards that have been scanned and imaged in. So when you're getting that experience of opening a pack, the cards that are physical are going to be the actual cards that you receive. And if you saw the previous video here on the channel about ComC, you would know that it is ComC who is doing the background work. They're basically the backbone of the website. They're the ones who are actually physically cataloging these cards, imaging these cards, and shipping these cards whenever you decide to ship them home. So it's good for you to understand how can ComC enhance your Marvel card collecting experience, especially if you are collecting cards on Upper Deck's ePack. And that is what today's show is about, so that you guys and gals can better understand how to enhance your Marvel card collecting experience by understanding how ComC and ePack work together. Kind of symbiotic, if you would. So we're going to get back to our conversation with Grant Wescott of ComC, the Director of Business Development, as he's going to better explain how to, again, utilize ePack and ComC together to enhance your Marvel card experience. Hey, Grant, we are now on the part 2 of our how-tos with ComC, and it's important for us to talk about how you guys are connected and support Upper Deck's ePacks, because so many Marvel cards come from Upper Deck's ePacks. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So ComC has always been the backbone of Upper Deck ePack. We process all the cards physically. We do all the storage. We do all of the shipping and fulfillment of those cards as well. So we have a really unique relationship in that we do all the support for ePack, and that means that we're uniquely tied to ePack with the ComC services as well.
That's good to know, because I think a lot of people confuse Upper Deck's ePack, E being like, online digital stuff, but these are physical cards. These are like real trading cards, and it's ComC that's doing kind of all the labor in the background, right?
Yeah, all of the labor in the background, exactly. And I think that is right, that a lot of people do think that you're just opening digital cards. And I mean, there are some digital cards in there, but most of the cards that you're pulling, those are physical cards, and they're all stored centrally here at ComC.
And with Upper Deck taking a big, a lot of their cards are going to the Upper Deck platform as opposed to physical boxes. With that happening, to really maximize your collection and the potential profit that you can make from those cards, you really got to understand ComC's relationship and how you guys can be a benefit to those collections.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime that you open wax, whether it's, on ePack or physically, you're going to end up with cards that you don't want as much as somebody else does. And so if you want to maximize your experience with collecting, you want to have a really easy option to sell those cards and maybe buy some more wax or buy some other cards that you do want.
Yeah, it can be expensive opening on Upper Deck's ePack, so it's nice to recoup some of those funds to be able to, continue the hobby.
Yes, it is.
All right, Grant, now that we know that ComC is the backbone of Upper Deck's ePack, and I have an account with Upper Deck and I have an account with ComC, are they already linked together?
They're not, but you can do it almost instantaneously. If you log into your Upper Deck ePack account, you go to My Account, click on Linked Accounts, and then you sign into your ComC account from there, and you're all set up.
So I just need my login information from ComC and put it in through Upper Deck's ePack, and then they're linked together?
Yep, then you're all set up, and you can start transferring any cards you want to from your ePack account over to your ComC account.
So how long does it take for cards that I transfer from Upper Deck's ePack to ComC to show up at ComC in my inventory where I can start selling those cards?
Once you transfer those cards from your ePack account, it typically takes 1 or 2 minutes, maybe.
Oh, wow, that quick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the advantage is that you guys already have the cards. So the cards aren't actually transferring. They're just transferring from the host of Upper Deck ePack's account to ComC's account.
Yeah, we don't have to touch anything physically. It just happens. It just happens instantaneously.
Magic. So Grant, once cards are at ComC, can they be sent back to Upper Deck's ePack account?
It's actually a one-way street, and that's going to be really important because I know there's a lot of achievements and combinable cards and things like that. You're going to want to take care of all of those things on ePack before you transfer those over to your ComC account.
So the cards that I'm sending to ComC, like I'm prepared to sell them. I'm not trying to trade them anymore or use them for achievements. These are cards that I'm sending to be sold.
Yeah, you're sending them over to sell them, to send them to auction. And another thing that people do is if you have, built up a collection of cards that you're going to have shipped to yourself, you can combine those shipments as well.
That is something, because I've had cards at ComC I want to ship. I've had cards at Upper Deck's ePack that I want to ship. It really makes sense just to send them to ComC and then send them all at one time.
Yeah, they're all right here. So it makes sense to do that. You only pay shipping once.
Beautiful. So is there a cost for transferring my cards from Upper Deck's ePack to ComC?
No, the transfer is absolutely free.
So it makes a lot of sense to keep cards on Upper Deck's ePack that I know I want to sell and send them to ComC rather than sending them home and then say, okay, now I want to sell them and have to ship them again.
Yeah, it's going to save you a lot of work to do it that way. And it's free. And so it's going to save you some money as well.
Well, everybody, that has been another episode here on the Spidey His channel about ComC and Upper Deck ePack and how you can enhance your Marvel card collecting with combining those two together to really enhance your ability to collect and to sell. Don't forget the Spidey Hits 30 discount for 30% off on all your select and elite submissions, as long as you get them in by December 30th, 2022. If you enjoyed this video and the information, please hit the like button. If you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button as more videos are on the way about Marvel cards. Anyways, I appreciate you watching, but as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.